Alright, welcome back to Skyrim. So last time we got thrown into Sydenham Mine because we were investigating the corrupt guards in their involvement with the Forsworn. It doesn't seem like Lucian got incarcerated with us. Perhaps they deemed him too harmless to actually be a threat to their organization. But yeah, now we have to work out what to do in here. And I guess first step would be to ingratiate ourselves with the locals. Considering they didn't actually, you know, give me any sort of magic suppression, I'm still quite competent in this place. Hey.
The new meat. So soft, tender. What was it like killing your first one, huh?
None of these are apt, but I feel like this one will speak to you more, so I'm gonna say it. Exciting. I felt the rush of blood and smiled.
A true killer like me. The gods put us here to fill their halls with souls. You'll fit in fine down here.
Right. Well, what are you in for?
Murder, banditry, assault, theft, and lollygagging.
And how long have you been here?
Guards brought me in about 12 years ago. Was running a good group of bandits up until then. But these Forsworn, they're nothing like the men I cobbled together. They're real killers.
Very well.
Fight well.
You there.
What are you in for, new blood?
I mean, I'm technically in here for murder.
Violent one, huh? Best keep that to yourself, new blood. Others find out, they'll consider that a challenge. My advice? Serve your time at the pickaxe and get out. You don't want to end up getting a shiv in the guts over a bottle of skooma.
And where's Madanach?
If you're asking, that means you're the new lifer. Tough luck, friend. Those guards sold you out, but good. No one talks to Madanach, I'm afraid. Not without getting past Borkle the Beast. And you don't want to talk to Borkle the Beast.
Oh, the orc? Yeah, I'll go talk to him. Refresh our spell. I was expecting the skill check sooner.
You serve your time by digging, so dig.
I need to see Madanach.
You want to talk to the king in rags? Fine. But first you gotta pay the toll. How about you get me a shiv? Not that I need one, but it's nice to have one in case I need to do some shaving.
I wasn't asking. I said I need to see him. There's no room for negotiation.
Those eyes. All right, killer, go on through, but don't try anything. Madanach knows more than you think. Until next time.
I'm glad you can see reason. Right, and you must be Madanach.
Well, well, look at you. The Nords have turned you into an animal. A wild beast, caged up and left to go mad. So, my fellow beast, what do you want? Answers about the Forsworn? Revenge for trying to have you killed?
I want my freedom more than anything else. But you do have a lot to answer for.
Do I? What about you? What right did you have to meddle in my affairs? Kill my people? Was it worth it? Your truth? You're one of us now, you see? A slave. The boot of the Nords stepping on your throat. Maybe if you understood that, I could help you.
The difference is that I'm not going to let them continue stepping on my throat, so I don't need or want your help.
So many say that, at first, until they realize the truth. If you change your mind, speak to Breg. Tell him I sent you. I want you to know how widespread the injustice of Markarth is.
Right.
Our struggle is our people's struggle.
Well, I don't really see any reason in keeping you alive after you tried to have me killed. You have a key and a note. Take the skooma because it's valuable. I'm not intending to use it. I'm just waiting for the text to go away. I promised you all we would escape Sydenham Mine together, and I have found a way. If I die before I can show it to you, then search the cells near my room. Use my key. There's a tunnel that leads into the city that you can use. Madanach. Right, and we also have a bunch of Forsworn down here still. Perhaps we can clear the place out a little bit so that Thonar loses his tools.
Come on, let's see what you made of.
Not quite as robust with my magicka right now because I'm lacking my magic items. Really, you say I'm no match for you and then you break out a flame spell. If you couldn't tell right now, Morrus is feeling a bit vindictive. You. Are you one of them?
Jarl decided I was too much of a problem. Threw me in here with the Forsworn.
We're one the same.
Until next time.
Never should have come here. Ah!
I guess the fact that you didn't attack me should have been the first giveaway. Don't mind the hands occasionally flying up to the top of the screen. Little bug with the animation mod. Not one that I see terribly often because I usually use a staff and it's not present when I have a staff equipped. Are you a Forsworn? Yep. Right, well that's the Forsworn taken care of and I have a way out. Right, well let's see where this leads then. Should perhaps be a little bit sneaky going forward because we are a bit under-equipped. Okay, still not seeing any signs of hostiles. Guess I should also get this ready just in case. It was rather stupid of the guards to not include any sort of magic suppression in their incarceration process. Because me with my higher level magics, I'm just shredding. I would activate Arcanist Torch right now, but I'm being a little bit sneaky, so you'll have to forgive me for it being a little bit dark. Ah, a dwarven automaton. Okay, my spell was still pretty good against it, despite the fact that it would be immune to the poison component. Quite happy about that. Luckily, our fire effects are pretty potent, thanks to our investment in the Destruction School of Magic. Anything else I need to worry about down here? Got some silver, which could be used to make jewelry. Don't see anything else. I think anything that would be around would have come at the sounds of me destroying that dwarven sphere, so I think we're in the clear. Let's hope this goes back out to the city, and then we're going to have to find a way to get out of here unseen.
My eyes inside Sigma Mine tell me that Madanach is dead. You've done a great service to the Silver Blood family. I've had the Jarl officially pardon you and take care of a few other loose ends.
You and your thugs had me arrested in the first place.
And you've proven that was the best move I could have made. Don't give me that look. You're free to go. Here, How about a little token for your efforts? My family's ring and all the things the guards confiscated from you when you were jailed. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to figure out how we're going to fill our recently emptied mine.
Right, and I got over-encumbered by having all my stuff handed back to me. Alright, so let's re-equip our equipment. I think that was the circlet we were wearing. God, we have a lot of stuff. He gave me that ring. I believe that was the amulet we were wearing. I already have my ring equipped. Alright. I get a backpack on. So yeah, we're out and we're pardoned. Hi, Lucian.
Hi. Right behind you.
I would say that was awfully chipper, but I kind of gave you that same energy when I said hi. Well, Morrus isn't exactly going to let this slide from Mr. Thonar Silverblood, but we can't act right now, otherwise we'd just get thrown right back into the prison. So what he's going to do is he's going to go back in here, and he's going to go to sleep.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
Wait here, Lucian. Do I have like a dagger or anything? No, I don't.
Oh, it's you. Sorry to hear about your imprisonment. I'm sure the guards didn't mean to throw you in jail.
No, they meant it. They very much meant it. I assume the room is still mine.
Remember, ale is cheaper than blood in Markarth.
Okay, very well. Let's have a rest then. Alright, so we've had a rest, and I've had some dinner. It's about midnight now. And I'm going to pay a visit to the treasury. Perhaps we can also acquire some dreams for our staff whilst we're there. Let's hope that everybody's in bed by now. Good evening. And it's still open. The guard also looked at me, so I'm going to pretend like I'm going in for business. Hi.
You there. You another Imperial puppet? Answer me.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just playing dumb to get out of this conversation.
There's a war on and you don't know what I'm talking about. The Empire is destroying everything Skyrim stands for. Honor, pride, mighty Talos. Jarl Igmund can refuse to see me all he wants. The Silverblood family will be heard.
Right.
Stay out of trouble in my city.
There's the man. So I guess they're not in bed yet. We have to wait a little bit longer. But nothing wrong with having a chat with the man at the desk. Kind of want to get my hands on a dagger or something to make this quiet. See if perhaps I can scrounge something from the smith. Maybe I have a dagger laying out or something. Okay, didn't I actually... I do have one. I was just being blind. Huh, okay. Well, that's something. Right. Well, we're gonna wait a little bit longer. Right, well, the door was open, but I don't see anybody at the desk. Not very secure just leaving a place like this unlocked. Do I perhaps have a key to this vault? I do. Might as well take a little bit of a recompense for this whole headache while I'm here. But I'm gonna have to pick open the safe. Very well. I'll just take the lot. Right, and actually before we resort to stabbing, let's just fill up our staff a little bit with dreams. Why not? Okay. Anybody on the other side? Muffle still has a little while, but might want to refresh it over here so I'm not heard casting. I don't have quiet casting yet. Right now we have a pretty decent stock of dreams. Oh. Did she see me? I believe so.
Lucky for you, that was just sitting there for the taking.
This really is a Skyrim moment. We're just gonna pretend like that didn't happen. She woke up to just say that I was lucky for stealing her gold. Yeah, we're just gonna ignore that, pretend it didn't happen. That was the wrong thing to equip. I was pressing all the wrong buttons. Ah, the pressure of murder. Right, well, you have a chance of waking up because you're right nearby. Just take stock of what's valuable here before we go. I think we're in the clear. He didn't hear. Perfect. We also got a unique sword from that silver tongue here. I believe it's part of Royal Armory. Deals sun damage. Interesting. Right, well that's our quarry dealt with. I don't think I picked up a bounty for that either. Total lifetime bounty 1,000, but I don't have an active bounty right now. Right, well, Morrus just got away with murder. Is this his first time committing a murder in a city like this? It might be. Right, well, let's go back to the inn. Probably going to have to rent her room again. I think the rental expired. Just so I'm not seen leaving the scene of the crime. And here we are. Made it back without any problems. Do you ever sleep?
Hi there.
I mean, I could ask the same of Lucian. Although I think Lucian reasonably was probably just up because he knew I was out and about committing illicit deeds. You have some very strong kneecaps.
What is it? I haven't had much sleep.
I would like to rent my room again.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Remember, ale is cheaper than blood in Markar.
I find blood is pretty plentiful here. Pretty easy to come by, too. Just sleep a little bit. There we go. Right, we had our speech perk. So yeah, I'm gonna redeem that as well. Get some more health. Morrus is looking pretty good in terms of health these days. Right. So let's get that as our speech perk. And then for destruction, I'm thinking we get... Wait, no. We get alteration, this one. So armor spell. Let's see your attributes. Boost our health even more. Let's boost our magicka too, and then get some destruction magnitude. There we go. So now, whenever we cast our Iron Flesh, we have 300 health and 500 magicka. That's pretty good, isn't it? Not so squishy these days. And then on top of that, we already have our 200 armor rating, and we also get a little bit of magic resistance as well when we cast that spell. Is the effect still going? No, it's very short-lived. It's because of Spell Twine. Just have a cleanup. I forgot to actually check my hunger while I was in this menu. Nope, we're not hungry. Right, Lucian? There you are. I totally missed you somehow. We're heading out. We are going to go and get what we initially came here for, which is the Pommel Mehrunes Razor. From Draskua, I think is her name. Lives outside of the city in some Nordic ruin. Possibly Forsworn. Actually sounds like a bit of a Hagraven-y name. Draskua.
Blood and silver are what flows through Markarth. That's what they say about this place. Charming, isn't it?
I mean, there's been a bit less silver lately and a lot more blood. I guess you could argue that there's less silver and blood because I took care of a silver blood, but I digress. We're going to be passing by the old stronghold as well. I don't want to pay a visit, if you're wondering, Lucian. Would rather leave that place be for now. Maybe when we're even more powerful, we can, or I can rather, stop by and show them what I can do. Teach them that strength isn't just about muscles and how well you can swing an axe. Oh, I forgot to put on my gloves, didn't I? Yep. That's what I was missing. I noticed when I jumped and saw my hands. Oh. Okay, just these guys.
Damn wizard.
I like how she was complaining that I was blasting her with magic, but she was the one attacking me first. Then again, I do tend to complain about archers when I'm getting shot with arrows. Yeah, Lucian. That's where home is. Or, I shouldn't call it home anymore, I guess. Morrus definitely wouldn't be calling it home. That's where I came from. That's where I grew up. That's what Morrus would say. But we're going to give that place a wide berth. There is still that locked chest that we didn't get to open in the first episode because we didn't have any lockpicks or the unlock spell. But I'm not going to go back for that because then we'd be in view of the stronghold. And I might be recognized, although I somewhat doubt it. I look very different than when I left. Mainly in attire. Also in how I carry myself. Morrus, before he left, was very much a bit timid because he was always ridiculed and such by the members of the stronghold. Nowadays he is much more confident. I didn't take that bridge because I wanted to give that place a wide berth. So that's why I used Blink instead. Right, well, this is the place. Keep our eye out for Forsworn. That's what I'm assuming is here. Wonder why they have been tasked with keeping the razor. I guess it was their ancestor, but still. Forsworn do seem rather attached to their ancestor, so I have to imagine their ancestor was also a Forsworn. Hagrock Redoubt Ruin. Or we can keep following the path. Okay. I'm getting shot at. By you. Oh, we are now getting blasted with spells. By you. Definitely glad we beefed up a bit, because otherwise I would have been very dead by now. Just gonna quickly loot whilst the fighting is going on. Let's get a Magnus. Also, I think my barrier wore off. That was some wild magic there. Oh wait, did I call him Magnus? I meant Burguk. I am just so used to saying Magnus. Oh, good thing you were out of the way of those rocks that fell. Tyrant Morrus. Is that the Draugr or is that the Forsworn? I think it was the Draugr because I think I accidentally shot it. It's an interesting sword you have there. Depleting. We have that same enchantment on the dagger that we used to murder Thonar. Alright, well that's the exterior taken care of as far as I can tell. Lucian is telepathically projecting ARG. Because apparently he's a pirate. The way my brain works, I made the joke about him being a pirate and I was like, some rum sounds good. I might have some after this recording. Alright, well now that we've found the place, that's where I'm going to wrap up this episode because I'm looking at the timer and we are near the 30-minute mark and we just had a longer episode. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.